Ready. And action. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day for a neighbor. What you be on? Whoa, hello there. Let's get this party started, shall we? It's time, yet again, for another wonderful lesson here at Sisseton, Wahpeton College. Native Literature. Let's see what we got going. I got some new books in the mail, something from the Tribal College Journal, and I got a book. I have no idea what it is. I'm so excited. Look at this messy hair. Focus! Well, before we get into all of that, let's get into you guys first. So, you know the drill. We're going to go down the roll sheet. Well, actually, the roll as far as the folders. I'm going to go backwards this time. Yue Jingjin, Kim, White Mountain. Do we have a student info sheet or not? How about Jasmine Stouse? Shi Mo Li. Do I have one? Yes, I do. Good job, Jasmine. How about Marty Ross? Luo Ma Ding. Yay! Good job. Next. Katie Robbins. Ron Kaiting. I don't know how I'm going to turn in grades if I don't have a student info sheet. All right, next one. O Tinghua Tia Owens. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Here is Nie Kai Xin. Casey Nayland. Oh no. Oh, here's finally some happiness. Mo Jinghua. Gina Moda. Yay! Good job, Gina. How about Gu Tian Tian? Brittany Koresh. Oh no. Two more, three more to go. Two more. Tasia Eastman. Dong Ting Hui. Last but not least, Violet Barse. Bao Ziluo. Yay! Got a student info sheet. Right on, right on, right on. So that's all the students. How we doing on time? Says somebody sending me text message and I can't see how far we've gotten. Oh, 3 minutes and 2 seconds. Some announcements from email. And we'll talk about e-learning in a second. Email says the Tribal College Journal has a job board online and also probably in their books or these wonderful magazines I keep getting from them. These are awesome. Nice being tribal. And you get these, and they have a jobs board, you see, and the jobs board advertises usually positions related to native peoples. In this case, there's a couple tribal colleges that are hiring cooks, custodians, construction teachers, professor, I should say. There was a position about assistant professor of psychology. So, you know, when you guys graduate, you're all happy with your degree all rolled up. You don't have to see my ugly face again. And you're ready to run off in your career. You got to check out the Tribal College Journal because they have jobs, you see. All right, focus. We need to talk about Pop Quiz A in a second. But before we do, I'm going to go through these other announcements. Says here, I am still working on those Harvey Dumars outing videos that we went the other day last week to check out the Sioux Trail and some actual physical sites where the Dakota Uprising took place. And remember, we're talking about how does this relate to Native literature, right? Yes, we are. Or actually, I'm going to challenge you with that question. But I'm still working on editing the videos. And then I'll try to post some other videos and links and stuff like that for you as well. So just keep your eyeballs peeled on eLearning. The Tiffany Midge interview video is also up and running on eLearning, so have a look at it when you can. 93 days till Christmas. Right. Well, speaking of eLearning, I'm going to flip this camera, iPad around, and we're going to have a look. By the way, I forgot to change my shoes like Mr. Rogers does. Remember that from... No, you guys are too young. He'd sing, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood." And he'd change his clothes, and he'd take his shoes off, and he'd put new shoes on for his house shoes, and and he'd take his jacket off, and he'd be singing while he was doing it, and I still don't have the mental brain power to sing and do that at the same time like he can, or did. The late Mr. Rogers, Mr. Fred Rogers. Look at, I can't even get my jacket off. Ah, get off. The reason why I'm wearing a jacket is because for some reason somebody in this building keeps turning up the air conditioner. But never mind all that. Let's focus on eLearning. I'm going to switch this around and I'm going to double check to see if you guys can see this. I think you can. So we're going to take this mouse, we're going to go to the login over here. Can you guys see that? I hope you can. Login! And we're going to go login. I know most of you guys already know how to do this, but I still need to jump on you I keep getting emails from students saying, "I don't know how to take the test." Well, here we are in DK 210, Native American Literature. We're going to go to... Scroll. There's all these wonderful videos that I made for you. See that? And we're going to keep scrolling. I know the angle's a little bad. Let's see if I can pull this up better. We're going to scroll some more. I bet I'm shaking the camera. I apologize. There's the Coyote Super Glue stories. But we're going to keep... And here's a video called Where the Spirit Lives. If you are interested in that story, click on it. It's actually about an hour or so long. It's an actual movie. And it dramatizes life in boarding school and how the Chmokmanuk used to take Indian kids and force them into boarding schools. Or up north, we called them residential schools. But I'm going to keep rolling because I'm trying to show you the quiz. Oh, here's the Tiffany Midge video I was telling you about. It's right here. Tiffany Midge Reading 1, Fall 2025. I'll find part 2 and put it up as well, but you click on that and you can listen to her talk, and she's a good jokester. Hopefully I'll be able to see her at the book festival tomorrow or the next day. Let's keep scrolling, shall we? There it is! Nat Am Lit Pop Quiz A. See that? So here's what you do, and I changed it to fall 2025. I think it said spring 2025 last time, but I fixed it. You click on this. And mine says continue the last preview because I'm the teacher, but I think yours is going to say take quiz or something like that, or take test. Click on it. See where I have it hovering over the blue spot there? Click on this. Boop. And you have multiple choice questions. This is the actual online version. There's a paper version I showed you last time, but I prefer that you make it easy on yourself and do the online version. See, you got, why do many Native artists disagree that literature is only written? 5 points. Because it excludes sacred oral tradition, because the definition is too limited in its scope, because it is too Eurocentric, or all of these. And you just keep rolling, and it's got wonderful pictures, and oftentimes the pictures will give away the correct answer. As in this one, what happened to the many native books that were kept in Mesoamerican libraries? Remember I told you that we natives, not only in Mesoamerica, but also probably here in North America, were quite good at building huge cities. many of which have been abandoned and buried under mounds of green grass or jungle or dirt. And but never mind all that. We also had libraries, we had plazas, we had worship centers and temples and churches and all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm talking too much. But we in the libraries there were lots and lots of native books. I will try to show you one next time or show you some illustrations of what they looked like. So we got A, they were lost in a flood. B, the evil god meteor destroyed them. C, Spanish missionaries burned nearly all of them. Or D, aliens took them in order to preserve their sacred knowledge. So there we go. Nobody is going to have any trouble with this quiz, right? Right. Native American humor. Oh, I remember that one. During COVID, they were making these cool pictures where they were doing quarantine humor. True or false? Author Tiffany Midge says that all natives are vanishing and our lives are always humorless, colorless, and tragic. Nobody better get that wrong. All right, that's enough of that. And there's the hummingbird story. I'm going to get off of this. Let's log off. And I bet you I've already spoken for 10 minutes. Let me see. Let's move the screen back over here. No, 11 minutes and 31 seconds. Oh, tell you what, I'm going to cut the video short here, do something with this ridiculous hair, and do the unboxing and a little bit of reading from this new book that I got. I still don't know what it is. I'm so excited. Ooh, the book nerd. All right, that's enough. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.